Hello and welcome back to our channel. If Dubai is on your travel list but you're wondering how to cover must visit places in 6 to 8 days, then this video is for you. Dubai is so much more than just Burj Khalifa and luxury shopping. You have futuristic skyscrapers, beautiful beaches, traditional souk, desert adventure and incredible food, and also so many experiences packed in just one city. So in this video, I am taking you through everything you need to know to plan your Dubai trip, including the best time to visit, visa, flights, hotels, transportations, must visit places, a complete itinerary, budget and some important tips that will make your trip much easier. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back and let's start planning your Dubai trip. Let's start with the obvious question. Why should Dubai and Abu Dhabi be on your travel list? Dubai is one of those destinations where you can have completely different experiences within the same trip. You have the futuristic side of Dubai with places like Burj Khalifa and the Museum of Future. Then there is the luxurious side with Palm Jumeirah, 5-star hotels and beautiful beach clubs. And then just a short drive away, you have the desert. But what I personally love about Dubai is the contrast. You can spend your morning walking through the historic Al Faidi neighborhood, take an Abra ride across Dubai Creek and explore traditional souk, and later in the evening, you are standing beneath the Burj Khalifa surrounded by skyscrapers. It almost feels like two completely different cities. And Abu Dhabi is more than just a quick day trip from Dubai. From the stunning Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque and the Grand Palaces to world-class theme parks and cultural experiences, there is plenty of things to explore here. Now let's talk about something that can completely change your Dubai experience, the weather. Dubai has a hot desert climate, so the time of the year you visit really matters. The most comfortable months are generally November to March. This is when you will have much more pleasant temperatures for sightseeing, walking around the city, visiting the beaches and doing the outdoor activities. December, January and February are especially popular, but there's a catch. This is also the peak tourist season. So hotels and attractions can be more expensive and popular places can be really crowded. Then you have the shoulder months, particularly October and April, when the temperatures start becoming hotter, but you may find some better deals. Then comes the summer season, which is from May to September. Dubai can be extremely hot for outdoor activities, but don't completely rule out summers. Dubai is built for indoor entertainment. So shopping malls, aquariums, museums, indoor attractions and many hotels continue operating normally. The downside is that you will need to plan your outdoor activities carefully. Now let's talk about the Dubai visa. For most Indian passport holders, you still need to arrange a UAE tourist visa before traveling. The process is generally quite straightforward and you can apply through eligible UAE-based airlines, licensed travel agents or hotels. There is, however, an important 2026 update that Indian travelers should know about. Since June 2026, eligible Indian passport holders who have a valid residence permit from countries including USA, UK, European Union, Canada, Australia, Japan, South Korea, Singapore or New Zealand may qualify for a UAE visa on arrival under the new 14-day or 60-day entry visa facility. And please note, we are talking about a residence permit, not simply holding a US or UK tourist visa. So having a US visit visa alone does not automatically make you eligible for this. For a regular tourist visa, you generally have two options. You can apply through an authorized online provider or you can use a travel agent. We took a help from a travel agent for our visa because cost difference wasn't significant. For the application, we were asked for just two basic documents, a scanned copy of passport and passport size photograph. The visa is often processed fairly quickly, but I would still recommend applying at least 2 weeks before your travel date so you have enough buffer in case there is any delay. The cost can vary depending upon the visa type, duration and service provider, So check the current fee when applying. It costed us about 8,000 rupees for 2 people when we applied. And one important thing to remember is your passport should have at least 6 months of validity from your date of entry into UAE. Visa rules can change, so always verify the requirements close to your travel date rather than relying on any old video or social media post. So how many days should you actually spend in Dubai? For first time trip, I recommend at least 5 days. With 5 days, you can cover the major highlights without feeling like you're constantly rushing from one place to another. But in 5 days, I would suggest only to explore Dubai and not include Abu Dhabi, as it will take a lot of time for just traveling. If you have 7 days, that's even better. You can slow down, enjoy more time at the beaches, enjoy the nightlife, do a desert safari, and even take a day trip to Abu Dhabi. And if you have 10 days or more, you can explore Dubai and Abu Dhabi at a much more relaxed pace and add places like all the theme parks, water parks, museum, and some lesser known attractions as well. Dubai is very well connected to major cities across India, and you have a couple of options when planning your flight. The most convenient option is flying directly to Dubai International Airport. You will find direct flights from several Indian cities, and journey usually takes between 3 to 5 hours depending upon your departure city. A round trip flight from India to Dubai can typically cost around 25,000 to 30,000 per person. Although prices vary depending on your city, travel dates, and how early you book. If you are looking for cheaper flights, you can also consider connecting flights, which may have a layover in cities like Delhi or Mumbai. However, keep in mind that you will save money at the expense of additional travel time. For budget travelers, airlines such as Air India, Indigo, and SpiceJet can sometimes offer more affordable fares, while Emirates and Fly Dubai are good option if you prefer more premium experiences. Another option is to fly into Sharjah International Airport. Sharjah is around 30 kilometers from Dubai, and you will need to take a taxi or other transportation to reach your hotel in Dubai. Flights to Sharjah can sometimes be cheaper, but once you add the cost of getting from Sharjah to Dubai, the total price may end up being similar to a direct flight to DXB. So always compare the total cost and travel time, not just the flight fare. For our trip, we flew non-stop from Hyderabad to Dubai with Indigo in first week of December, and our return ticket costed us around 30,000 rupees per person, even though we booked about 6 months in advance. And one useful tip, when you are flexible with your travel dates, compare weekday and weekend fares. Flights can sometimes be cheaper when you are traveling mid-week rather than any weekend or the holidays. Once you reach Dubai, getting around the city is usually quite easy. You have several options including metro, trams, buses, taxis, ride-hailing apps, and even water transport. But which one should you use? Well, that depends upon where you are going, your budget, and how much time you have. Dubai Metro is probably the best option for tourists, especially if you are traveling on a budget. It's clean, air-conditioned, reliable, and connects many of the major tourist areas. You can use it to travel between places like Dubai Airport, downtown Dubai, Burj Dubai, Deira, and Dubai Marina. The two main lines are Red Line and Green Line. The Red Line is particularly useful for tourists because it connects airport with areas like Burj Khalifa, Dubai Mall, Dubai Marina. One important thing to remember is that metro doesn't take you directly to every attraction. Sometimes you will need to walk, take a bus, tram, or short taxi ride from the nearest station. And don't forget to get a NOL card, which you can use across Dubai's public transport network. Second is Dubai Tram. If you are staying around Dubai Marina, JBR, or Palm Jumeirah, the Dubai Tram can be very useful. It connects areas around Marina and JBR and also connects with the metro. So for example, you could take a metro to Marina and then use the tram to reach different parts of the area. Dubai also has an extensive bus network. Buses are useful for places that aren't directly connected to metro, and they can also be a budget friendly way to cover that. However, for a first time tourist, I wouldn't rely entirely on buses. The metro combined with occasional taxis is usually much simpler. Next option is taxis and ride hailing apps. Now, if convenience is your priority, taxis are probably the easiest way to get around Dubai. They are especially useful when you are traveling with family, carrying luggage, or visiting places that are far from the metro station. You can also use apps such as Uber and Careem to book rides. They can be particularly useful if you are traveling late at night or don't want to look for taxi. Next is water transport, which is actually quite fun. Dubai has traditional abras, water taxis, ferries, and other marine transport options. The traditional abra is particularly useful around Dubai Creek, where you can use to travel between Bur Dubai and the Era sites. It's inexpensive and also gives you a completely different perspective of the city. Now let's talk about currency. The official currency of UAE is dirham. You will be using dirhams for everything from taxis and metro fares to restaurants, shoppings and attractions. The exchange rate keep on changing, but at the time of recording this video, 1 UAE dirham is around 26 Indian rupees. But make sure to check the current exchange rate before you plan to visit. Now the good news is that cards are widely accepted across Dubai. Hotels, restaurants, shopping malls, supermarkets and most tourist attractions accept international debit and credit cards. So you don't need to carry a huge amount of cash. However, I would still recommend keeping some dirhams with you for smaller purchases, local shops, markets, tips and places where card payments are not convenient. If you need cash, you can withdraw dirhams from ATMs in Dubai, but before doing that, check your bank's international withdrawal charges and foreign transaction fees because that can add up. You can also exchange your Indian rupees into dirhams or USD into dirhams either before leaving from India or after reaching Dubai, but compare the exchange rate and fees rather than simply choosing the first exchange counter that you see. Now let's talk about something you will definitely need during your Dubai trip, and that's mobile network. The three major mobile networks you will find in Dubai is DU, Virgin Mobile and E&UAE, which was earlier called Etisalat. And here's a useful tip for Indian travelers. When you arrive at Dubai airport, you can get a free DU tourist SIM. You just need to activate it by following the instruction provided with the SIM. The activation process is quite simple and usually requires you to submit some basic details. Once activated, the SIM comes with free data for 24 hours, which is enough to get you connected after landing. After that, you can visit a DU store or a kiosk and choose a plan based upon your usage. Tourist plans are available at different price points, so you can choose the amount of data and validity that works well for you. And honestly, you may not need a huge data plan because free Wi-Fi is available at most hotels, malls and major tourist attractions across Dubai. So my recommendation would be to activate the free SIM at airport and then use it for the first day, then decide whether you will actually need to purchase a larger data plan based upon the usage. Now let's talk about travel insurance. Travel insurance is not mandatory for Dubai, but we personally recommend getting one before your trip. In case of a medical emergency, flight delay, lost baggage or any unexpected situation, it can be really helpful. A basic travel insurance policy can cost about 700 to 800 rupees depending upon the coverage and duration. If you are getting your visa through a travel agent, you can ask them about insurance options or you can easily compare and purchase one online. It may be something you never need, but it's definitely better to have it and travel stress-free. By the way, we have put together a downloadable Dubai travel guide with all the important details, so you can easily refer to it while planning your trip. You will find the link in the description below. Now comes one of the biggest decisions you will make. Where should you stay? And honestly, there is no single best area. It depends upon your budget and what you want to do. First option is staying near downtown Dubai. If it's your first visit and you want to stay close to Burj Khalifa and Dubai Mall, downtown is fantastic. The only downside is hotels can be little expensive in this area. Second is your Dubai Marina or JBR. If you prefer beaches, restaurants, nightlife and beautiful skyline views, Marina and JBR are great choice. Next is Deira. If you are traveling on a tighter budget, look at Deira. You will find more affordable hotels and easy access to Old Dubai. Next is your Bur Dubai, which is another budget friendly option, particularly if you want access to restaurants, shops and metros. Next option is Palm Jumeirah. Now, if your priority is luxury, resorts and that classic Dubai holiday experience, Palm Jumeirah is the place to look. But you don't necessarily need to stay there to experience it. For most first-time visitor, I would personally choose a hotel close to metro station. That one decision can actually save both your time and money. If you want links of hotel options, you can refer our Dubai guide, which is mentioned in the description below. Now let me share our 8-day Dubai itinerary with you. Before our trip, we planned in advance which places and activities we wanted to experience, and we also pre-booked most of them. I would definitely recommend doing the same because it can make your trip much more smoother and help you save both time and money. This is the exact itinerary we planned for our trip, and I'm sharing it with you so you can use it as a starting point. Of course, you can change the activities based upon your interests. On day 1, if you take a morning flight and reach Dubai during the late morning or early afternoon, you can check into your hotel, freshen up, start exploring in the afternoon. First visit will be your Dubai Mall, and honestly, more time you have here, it's better. Dubai Mall is huge and there is so much more to explore. You can easily spend several hours just walking around, shopping and checking out the different sections. You can also have dinner here because there are plenty of restaurants and food options available. After dinner, head outside the mall and watch the Dubai Fountain Show. The evening show starts after 6:30 p.m. and generally repeated at regular intervals. So you can plan your visit around the show timing available on that day. And that's pretty relaxed way to start your Dubai trip without trying to cover too much on the first day. On day 2, start your day by visiting Museum of Future. This will easily take up 2 to 3 hours of yours. Try to book the morning slot because it gets crowded during the day. Then head to Dubai Frame and then cover Aya Universe. These attractions are relatively close to each other, so you can conveniently cover them on the same day. When we visited, we managed to complete all 3 of them by 5 p.m. After that, head to the Gold Souk and Spice Souk. You can also take the traditional Abra ride across Dubai Creek while you are in this area. For day 3, start your morning by exploring Al Seef. It's a beautiful waterfront neighborhood where you can walk around, explore the traditional style architecture and enjoy the atmosphere. There is also Al Fahidi Fort and Dubai Museum in this area, and one place you shouldn't miss while you are in Al Seef is the Starbucks at this place. The location and architecture make it quite different from a regular Starbucks. After exploring Al Seef, head back, have lunch and get ready for your desert safari. Most desert safari pickups start around 2 to 3 p.m. depending upon the area where you are staying and the tour operator you have booked. The safari includes activity like dune bashing, desert photography, sunset views, a desert camp and dinner depending upon the package you have opted for. On day 4, you can take a full day trip to Yas Island in Abu Dhabi. Yas Island has several major theme parks, so choose one based upon your interest. For example, you can choose between SeaWorld Abu Dhabi and Ferrari World. Both are large theme parks and can easily take up an entire day. Also keep in mind that Yas Island is quite far from Dubai, so you will need to factor in the travel time going there and coming back. That's why I wouldn't recommend trying to cover multiple theme parks on the same day. Pick one, spend the day enjoying it properly and then return to Dubai in the evening. On day 5, start with one of the most popular experiences in Dubai, Burj Khalifa at the top. But here's a tip that we personally love. If you don't like crowds, want to enjoy a view peacefully, or you are a sunrise lover, consider booking an early morning slot. The morning slot starts very early and we booked a 6:30 a.m. slot, and honestly watching the sunrise from the top of Burj Khalifa was one of the most amazing experiences from our trip. The best part was that it was incredibly quiet compared to the usual daytime crowds. We could take our time, enjoy the view, and there were hardly any queues. After coming down, you can have breakfast at Dubai Mall and then head back to your hotel. Take a few hours to relax because your evening is going to be busy. Later, head to Dubai Miracle Garden. The garden is quite large, so keep around 2 to 3 hours to explore it properly. Then you can head to Global Village if you are traveling during the months when it's operating. It's seasonal and is only open during certain months, so definitely check the operating dates before including it in your itinerary. Day 6 is another full day theme park day. You can visit Warner Bros, which is again in Yas Island in Abu Dhabi, which is one of the major indoor theme parks here. Because it's an indoor theme park, it's also a great option when you want to escape Dubai's heat. And honestly, this was one of our favorite experiences. If you have watched our Dubai vlogs, you will know how much we enjoyed our travel there. So if you are traveling with kids or you are simply a fan of Warner Bros characters and theme parks, I would definitely consider adding this to your itinerary. Since it's a full day activity, don't plan anything else along with this. On day 7, explore Palm Jumeirah. Start your day with Lost Chambers Aquarium at Atlantis. Once you are done, head to the view at the Palm. This is another observation deck, but instead of looking at the city from the Burj Khalifa, here you will get a fantastic 360-degree view of Palm Jumeirah and the Dubai coastline. You can also enjoy beautiful views of Dubai Marina skyline and the city, especially around sunset from Dubai. Take your time here and enjoy the views. Then in the evening, you can finish your day with a Marina Dow cruise with dinner. This is really nice way to end the day because you get to enjoy dinner while cruising along the Dubai Marina and seeing the illuminated skyline. You can also get beautiful views of Dubai, especially after sunset. And finally, day 8 should be your flexible day. Depending upon your flight time and hotel checkout, you can explore places that you may have missed or simply spend your last few hours relaxing. If you have enough time, you can visit JBR Beach or Ibn Battuta Mall, depending on where you are staying and what's convenient. I actually recommend keeping the final day flexible rather than booking another major attraction. That way, if you missed something during the previous days, you have time to cover that place. And you have already seen everything, you can simply enjoy a relaxed breakfast, do some last minute shopping and head to the airport. So this was our 8-day Dubai itinerary. Remember, you don't have to follow the same. We have included quite a few activities because these were the experiences we personally wanted to do. You can easily remove or replace activity based upon your interest, travel style and budget. And if you want to save this itinerary and all the important information for your trip, we have also created a downloadable PDF guide. You will find the link in the description below. And if you have made this far into the video, do one thing for me, drop a heart in the comments. Your likes and comments genuinely motivate us to keep creating detailed travel guides and sharing our experiences with you. Now let's talk about one of the most important things while planning your Dubai trip, the budget. Dubai can be an expensive destination, but how much you spend really depends upon your flights, hotels, food, transportation and activities that you choose. Now let me share the actual budget breakdown of our Dubai trip so you can get a realistic idea of the expense. Starting with the flights. Our round trip flights from Hyderabad to Dubai International Airport costed us around 60,000 rupees for 2 people, and we flew non-stop with Indigo and booked our tickets 5 to 6 months in advance. Visa and insurance costed us about 17,000 rupees for 2 people. For accommodation, we spent around 42,000 rupees for 7 nights, and our hotel bookings did not include breakfast. This amount is also including the tourist tax which we had to pay, which is about 10 dirham per day and is paid at the hotel itself. For SIM card, we spent 1400 rupees. For food and drinking water, we spent approximately 15,000 for 2 people for 7 days. We mostly ate at reasonably priced restaurants and food outlets rather than going for expensive fine dining every day. Some meals were included in the activity tickets like dinner with safari and dinner with cruise. For getting around Dubai, we spent approximately 10,000 rupees in total, and this included our metro, buses, taxis expenses throughout the trip. Next come attractions and activity tickets, which was our biggest expense. We spent about 75,000 rupees on entry tickets and activities for 2 people, and this included almost all the major experiences from our itinerary like Burj Khalifa at the top, Dubai Marina Dow cruise, the view at the Palm, Global Village, Miracle Garden, Museum of the Future, Dubai Frame, Aya Universe, Warner Bros, SeaWorld, Desert Safari and the Lost Chamber Aquarium as well. So when we add everything together, our total expenditure for 2 people came to approximately 2.2 lakh. And remember, shopping is not included in this amount. So if you plan to shop in Dubai, your overall budget will obviously increase. Also, keep in mind that these prices can vary significantly depending upon the season. December to February is generally a popular period, so flights, hotels and attractions can be more expensive. During the hotter summer months, you may find better deals on flights and accommodation, and ultimately your Dubai budget will depend a lot on the travel style and the choices that you make. Now let's talk about food, because Dubai is honestly a food lover's paradise. You will find almost every cuisine here, from Middle Eastern and Emirati foods to Indian, Lebanese, Turkish, Asian and Western cuisines. And if you are a vegetarian, don't worry at all. Finding vegetarian food in Dubai is quite easy. Most restaurants have vegetarian options, and because of the large Indian community, you will find plenty of vegetarian Indian restaurants and dishes as well. If you are visiting Dubai for the first time, definitely try some local and Middle Eastern dishes like hummus, falafel, grilled vegetables, salad and Arabic breads. You can also try shawarma or grilled dishes if you are a non-vegetarian. Food prices can vary significantly depending upon where you eat. Local restaurants and food courts can be quite affordable, while restaurants in luxury hotels and popular tourist areas can be much more expensive. So if you are traveling on a budget, you don't need to eat at fancy restaurant for every meal. Local restaurants, Indian restaurants and food courts can offer good food at much more reasonable price. And if you don't feel like going out, you can even order food through apps like Careem. So whether you're vegetarian, non-vegetarian or looking for Indian food, you will have plenty of choices in Dubai. Now let's talk about some important apps that will come in very handy during your Dubai trip. You can download all these from India before your travel. First is Careem, which you can use to book taxis and rides. Uber is also available in Dubai, but based upon our experience, Careem was generally more affordable. You can also use Careem for ordering food. Next is Get Your Guide. This is really useful for booking tickets and tours for different activities. We used it to compare options and book experiences during our trip. Next one is Visit Dubai, the official Dubai tourism app. It has information about attractions, activities, events and places to visit, and it's also useful for finding out about newly launched attractions and activities and even some amazing offers. Next is Google Map. You will use it for finding attractions, restaurants, hotels and of course checking directions. It's especially useful when you are walking between metro stations and the attractions. Next is your RTA Dubai. This is useful for planning journeys using metros, buses, trams and other public transportations. Another app that you can consider downloading is Klook, which is useful for booking attraction tickets, tours and activities in Dubai. Before we wrap up, let me give you a few important tips that will make your Dubai trip much easier. First, plan your itinerary area-wise. Dubai is spread out, so group attractions that are close to each other. This way, you will save a lot of time and transportation cost as well. Second, book popular attractions in advance. Places like Burj Khalifa and Museum of the Future can have limited time slots, especially during the peak season. Third, carry comfortable shoes. You will probably walk much more than expected, especially in places like Dubai Mall, Old Dubai and around the marina. Fourth, dress appropriately. Dubai is modern and tourist friendly, but it's still important to dress respectfully when you are visiting the religious places or cultural places. Next is stay hydrated. Dubai can get extremely hot, particularly during the summer months, so always carry water and plan outdoor sightseeing around the weather. Next, don't rely on taxis. Use metro whenever it is convenient and combine it with taxis whenever needed. This will save you both time and money. And finally, don't try to cover everything. Dubai has a huge number of attractions, and trying to fit all of them into one trip can make your holiday exhausting. Pick the experiences you're genuinely interested in and leave some time to simply enjoy the city. These small things can make a big difference and help you enjoy Dubai without constantly rushing from one place to another. So that brings us to the end of our complete Dubai travel guide. I hope this video has given you a clear idea of how to plan your Dubai trip, where to stay, how to get around, what places to visit, what activities are worth doing and how much you can expect to spend. If you are planning your trip, don't forget to check out our downloadable Dubai travel guide. We have put in all the important information together in one place, so you can easily save it and refer it while planning. You will find the link in the description below. And if you want more detailed information about individual attractions and activities we have covered in this video, you will find those videos linked in the description as well. If this video helped you plan your Dubai trip, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell. And if you are already planning your Dubai trip, let me know in the comments which place are you most excited to visit. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Until then, happy wandering.